Hello, welcome back to GOT Good Old Tech. Today we're going to talk about the new Samsung Z Fold 6. Does it pack a mighty punch, or is it really worth the hype? We're going to do a real-world performance test against the Z Fold 5, and we're going to go ahead and throw in the Pixel 9 Pro just to see how it stands up against these Snapdragon processors. So let me explain this test. What I do is every now and then I'll video some images for thumbnails and future videos, and I'll play around and do some stuff. So what I got is a little recording where I've done that, and then we process it on these devices just to see how quick it does. It's not a very long video, but it's enough to determine whether these things do well or not. Let's get right to it. Let's look at the devices and we'll talk about it. So I got all three laid out here. I'm using PowerDirect Video Editor for Android, and we've got the Z Fold 5 right here, the Z Fold 6, and of course over here you got the Pixel 9 Pro, which is a little bit larger than the rest of them, and it's a little different format set up here. So on the Z Fold 5 and the Z Fold 4, it's all the same, and what I'm doing here is these are the layers. There's 3 layers to each video. What we're going to do is take the first layer here and we're going to play it through. And that first layer is our opening to my videos, and then you can see here it just plays through. It has a green background, and the green background gets erased here in just a moment. But you can see here it's playing through nice and even on all 3 of them. And then the second layer, as it becomes revealed, you see it's me here doing all the different weird poses. Let's go ahead and pause this and I'll show you how we will make this layer transparent. So basically you just go in and let's do it all on the Z Fold 6. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead, and the background you can see is the studio. It's always available. And then you hit this Chrome key button. And what you can do is you can choose what you want to be transparent, which is the green here. And I'm adjusting the range. Just make sure we get all the green out on it. And then we'll go over here to the Z Fold 5, do the same thing, hit the Chrome key, and choose the green. And that's a green screen because that's the best way to get it eliminated in the background is with the green screen. Do the same thing here on the Pixel 9 Pro. Now the Pixel 9 Pro is interesting. There's no back button like there was on the other 2, and I think it's because it's using a different layout because it's in portrait mode. It looks at this as like a tablet, which is odd. So I just had to go back. So now we're going to go ahead and get them all at the beginning. So now this is what it looks like when you play through. You got the different layers, of course, the GOT layer going first, and then the second layer is me doing all the poses. That's enough of that. Let's get right to it. Let's go ahead and hit play and do a dry run through on all these. Make sure everything's playing all right. I'll go ahead and speed through it so you don't have to wait for it. It's only 17 seconds. What I do is I do videos like this to make my thumbnails off of, because you just freeze the frame and use the right shot that you want for the photo. And that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get on through this and go ahead and start our processing speed test. So let's go ahead and get them all in the same place here at the start. Make sure they all start at the start. And then what we do is we press the export button here on each of them and get it ready. Here you can go ahead and name it and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and up the quality all up to Ultra HD. That way this test really goes long. And the format, again, is different on the Pixel 9 Pro because it kind of thinks it's a tablet. So it puts it all in tablet form. Whereas you can see on the 2 Z Folds, it's more of a phone form. So let's see if we can tap them all at the same time. There we go. We are going. We're on the way. And you can see right out of the gate, the Z Folds really started moving. They're both almost looking like they're neck and neck. And let's take a quick look over here at the Pixel. The Pixel is way behind, as you can see. It's about halfway those. Okay, let's get back to both Z Folds because we're close. Drum roll, please. And we're so close. And the Z Fold 6 finished first. Z Fold 5 right behind it by 1 second. 22 and 23 seconds. That's pretty quick. Okay, let's check on the Pixel 9 Pro. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold is going pretty slow at 67%, 68. So as you can see, the Tensor chip is way behind as far as processing speed. When you do something high-end like this, which is the video editing or even gameplay, it's going to be a little slower than the 2 Snapdragons. There we are at 48 seconds. Now let's summarize this. Z Folds, we're just really tearing it out right out the gate. And the Z Fold 6 finished at 22 seconds, and the Z Fold 5 right behind it at 23 seconds. And that's compared to 48 seconds on the Pixel 9 Pro. So yes, all that they say about the Pixel 9 Pro, that processor, is not great for fast performance on high-end stuff. That is all true. And I guess it comes down to games. However, when I do some video editing on these devices, you do get much better performance out of the Z Folds than you do the Pixel 9 Pro. Now, the hope is that next year on the new Pixel, they get that new processor and they can make a big leap forward to catch up with the Snapdragon processors. So the Z Fold 6 did win out of this scenario, but 1 second does not a mighty punch make. So it just 1 second. Come on, 1 second. Now that was not a long video. It was only 17 seconds. So 1 second gain in 17 seconds, that's not too bad. Give it a full minute, it might have a 3-second gain. Leave it up to you to judge whether that really makes for a mighty powerhouse on the Z Fold 6 as compared to the Z Fold 5. Now, if you really want to see a fuller comparison on the Z Fold 6 against the Z Fold 5, check out this video here. I do cover it a little more in depth, but you find it's the same opinion, not a whole lot of difference between the Z Fold 6 and the Z Fold 5. But of course, that's just my opinion. And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that the Z Fold 6 is a bad phone. It is an excellent phone. If you have never owned a Z Fold before, that's the one to go for. Or if you have an older Z Fold, like a 3, maybe a 4, it might be worth the upgrade. But 5, not at all. So what do you all think about the results of this test? Let me know down in the comments. If there's anything else you want to know between the two, or including the Pixel Fold, let me know. I'd be glad to test that out for you. And of course, while you're down there leaving a comment, make sure you smash that like button because it does help out the channel. And if you've never subscribed before, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on further content. Because we got a lot of tests and comparisons to do, and you don't want to miss out. And just a real quick note, we've released this channel on all the different social media sites. So if you want to go to check out and join and start a chat with us, ask questions, give me suggestions, please do. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, God bless.